The man in the zombie mask leaned into the car window. His breath made the glass fog up. He whispered, "Are you sure you want to get out?" My name is Gabriel. I'm 15 years old. I am from Venezuela, but now I live in Indiana. Back home, we never did Halloween. I saw it in movies, kids wearing weird costumes, getting candy from strangers, big orange pumpkins with scary faces. My grandma always said, "That's not for us. That's a gringo thing. Here we have Christmas and Carnival." But now here we are. It is October, the air is cold, leaves are brown and red and cover all the grass. In class, everybody is talking about Halloween, what costume they will wear, what candy they want, but I don't get it. Why would you dress up as something scary? Why will you ask strangers for candy? My mom says, "It's just for fun, Gabriel. Maybe this year you can try." I tell her I don't have a costume. I don't know what to do. She smiles. "Don't worry, we'll see what happens." But I don't want to see what happens. A week before Halloween, a note comes home from school. It says, "Trunk or treat, at the church parking lot 6 p.m. on October 31st. Dress up, come for candy, save fun for all." I read it twice. Trunk or treat, not trick or treat. My friend Lucas sees my face. He laughs and says, "It's where people park their cars in a circle, open the trunks and give out candy. It's better than going door to door. You don't have to be scared of the dark." I am not sure about this, but Mom says, "Let's try, Gabriel. You can see what it's like. Maybe you will have fun." She finds an old blue hoodie and paints a mask for me. She says I can be a cat. It is not scary, but that's okay. I don't want to be scary. It is dark when we get to the church. The parking lot is full. People have their trunks open. Some trunks are decorated with lights and fake spider webs. One trunk has a big plastic skeleton. Another has a black curtain and a fog machine that makes the air look like a ghost is floating around. Kids run everywhere. Some have superhero capes, some have monster masks or princess dresses. Everyone is laughing and yelling. I feel weird. I don't know these games. I don't know these faces under the masks. Mom squeezes my hand. "It's okay, Gabriel," she says. "We'll just walk around." She gives me a plastic pumpkin bucket for candy. I hold it tight. The first trunk we go to has a lady dressed like a witch. She smiles and says, "Happy Halloween, take 2. I reach out my hand, but my fingers shake. The candy looks bright. Red wrappers, orange wrappers, something green and sticky. "Thank you," I whisper. Mom nudges me. "Say it louder, Gabriel." I try again. "Thank you." The witch lady grins. "That's a great costume," she says. I almost laugh. My costume is just a blue hoodie and a paper mask. But I say thank you anyway. Some trunks are silly. One is a fake pirate ship. Another has a dog in a clown wig. But then I see one trunk that is different. It has no lights, no decorations, just a man standing by the back, wearing a long black coat. His face is covered by a zombie mask. He holds a bowl of candy, but nobody goes close. I try not to look at him, but he looks at me. His eyes are dark behind the mask. Mom doesn't see. She is talking to another mom, laughing. Lucas runs by and grabs my arm. "Come on, that trunk has the best candy. You just have to go by yourself. He only gives it to kids who come alone." My heart jumps. I do not want to go alone, but Lucas pushes me forward. "It's fine. It's just Mr. Shepler, the janitor. He's nice. It's just a mask." I take a step. The man in the zombie mask turns the bowl to me. He says in a deep voice, "Are you sure you want some?" I swallow. My mouth is dry. I nod. He leans closer, so close I see his real eyes behind the rubber mask. He whispers, "Are you sure you want to get out?" His breath makes the cold air feel warm and wet on my cheek. I reach for the candy, but just as my hand touches the bowl, something cold grabs my wrist. It is the man's hand. He pulls me a little closer. "Do you know what's in this candy?" he whispers. I shake my head. He lets go, and I grab a candy as fast as I can. But now my heart is racing. I run back to Mom. She says, "Did you get scared?" I nod, but I don't want to talk about it. Lucas comes back. He's laughing. "Did you get the black one?" he asks. I look in my bucket. There is a small, black wrapped candy. I don't know what it is. Lucas says, "That's the special one. You have to eat it when you get home. It's a rule." I don't want to eat it, but I don't want to be the weird kid either. We walk to another trunk. Suddenly, I feel like I have to pee. I tell Mom. She says, "The church is open. Go use the bathroom. I'll wait here." The church is big and dark inside. I go in, but the hallway is empty. It smells old, like wood and wet carpet. I go to the bathroom and wash my hands. When I come out, the hallway is empty. I look out the door. There are cars everywhere, but I don't see Mom. I walk outside, but now I don't remember which way we came in. I walk past cars, red, blue, black. Some have people in them, some are empty. I see a car with its trunk open. It looks like my mom's car, same color, same shape. I walk up and say, "Mom," but nobody answers. Suddenly, the trunk slams shut. I jump back. A hand grabs my shoulder. It is the man with the zombie mask. He leans close. His voice is lower now. "You took the candy," he says. "Now you belong to Halloween." I try to scream, but my voice is stuck. He laughs, but it sounds wrong, too loud, too fake. He lets go of my shoulder and walks away. I run. I run past cars, past trunks, past people. I find Mom near the front of the church. She hugs me tight. "You were gone so long, Gabriel. I was worried." I can't talk. I just hold on. That night at home, I empty my bucket. The black candy's at the bottom. Mom says, "What's that one?" I say, "It's from the zombie man." She looks at it. It has no label. She says, "Let's not eat it. We don't know what's inside." I nod. But when I go to bed, I can't sleep. I keep seeing the man's eyes behind the mask. I keep hearing his voice. "You took the candy. Now you belong to Halloween." That night, I dream I am back at the parking lot. All the cars are gone. It is just me and the zombie man. He holds out the black candy. He says, "Eat it, then you will understand." I run, but my feet won't move. He keeps coming closer. His mask starts to melt, showing a face underneath. But it's not a face, just shadows and teeth. I wake up, sweating. The next day, Mom throws away the black candy. She says, "Maybe next year we just do something at home. I can make arepas, and you can dress up if you want. Halloween is just for fun, nothing more." But I am not sure it is just fun. At school, Lucas asks, "Did you eat the black candy?" I say no. He shrugs. "Good. Last year, a kid ate it and got sick. I think it's a prank Mr. Shepler does every year. He's weird." I nod, but I know it was more than a prank. Every time I see a car with an open trunk, I feel scared. Every time I see a zombie mask, I remember the man's eyes. Next Halloween I stay home. We carve a pumpkin together. We make arepas with cheese and laugh. Mom says, "You can make your own traditions, Gabriel. That's what America is for." But every time I see a black wrapped candy, I remember. I still wonder what would have happened if I had eaten it. And sometimes at night, I hear a voice whispering in the dark, "Are you sure you want to get out?" After Halloween, school feels strange. Some kids are excited, trading candy, showing off what they got. Others talk about the haunted house or the scariest costumes. Lucas comes over at lunch. He says, "You really got scared, huh?" I shrug. It was different for me. We never had Halloween in Venezuela. He laughs, but not in a mean way. "You missed out. But hey, the zombie guy creeps everyone out. You're not the only one." I ask, "Why does he do that?" Lucas says, "I don't know. Maybe he just likes being scary. Last year, he dressed like a vampire. He always gives out the weird candy." Some kids hear us talking and gather around. One girl says, "My mom said not to eat anything wrapped in black. It's not safe." Another boy says, My dad says Mr. Shepler used to work at another school. He got in trouble there. Lucas rolls his eyes. It's just stories, but yeah, he's kinda creepy. I nod, but I still feel different. Like maybe I don't belong. Not just in school, but in this holiday. I miss home, where Halloween was just something on TV. That night, after dinner, Mom sits with me at the kitchen table. She is making a shopping list, but looks up and asks, "Gabriel, are you okay?" I don't want to talk about it, but she waits. I say, "Halloween was scary. The man with the mask was weird. I don't want to go next year." She nods. "I saw how he looked at you. I didn't like it either." She puts down her pen. "Sometimes you don't have to do what everyone else does. You don't have to like everything here. We can have our own celebrations." I ask, "Did you ever feel like you didn't belong when you first came here?" She smiles, but it's a sad smile. "Yes, every day at first. But then I found people who liked me for me. Sometimes it just takes time." She hugs me. "We don't have to do Halloween again. We can make our own new tradition." I feel a little better, but I still see those eyes in my dreams. A week later, I hear kids at recess talking about the black candy. I heard it's cursed. My cousin said a kid ate one and saw ghosts. Don't go near the zombie man's car. He takes kids. I wonder if any of it is true, or if it's just how stories grow. At lunch, Lucas tells everyone, "My friend Gabriel saw him up close. He grabbed his arm." Kids stare at me. Some whisper. Now I'm the kid who almost got grabbed by the zombie man. It makes me feel weird, but also a little braver. At least I'm not invisible. But I still don't want to ever see that man again. The nightmares don't stop. In my dreams, I'm always in the church parking lot, looking for my mom, but every car looks the same. I hear the trunk slam. I feel the cold hand grab me. Sometimes, in the dream, I eat the black candy. My mouth goes numb. I can't talk. The zombie man's mask melts away, but his real face is empty, just darkness inside. I wake up shaking, my heart pounding. Mom hears me and comes to sit with me. "Nightmare?" she asks softly. I nod. She strokes my hair. "Just a dream, Gabriel. Nothing can hurt you now. But I'm not so sure." The parent-teacher meeting. A few days later, Mom gets a note from school. There's a meeting for all parents to talk about Halloween and other events. She goes in the evening and comes back tired. I ask what happened. She says, "Some parents complained about the scary costumes. Some kids got too scared. The principal said maybe next year they'll make new rules. Nothing too scary and no more creepy trunks." She smiles. "Maybe your story helped, Gabriel. Maybe next year will be safer." I hope so. Halloween is over, but the fear still lingers. So, on November 1st, Mom makes me arepas for breakfast. We light a candle and say a prayer for our family back home. Mom says, "In Venezuela, we celebrate Dia de los Santos. It's a day to remember the people we love." I like this better. It feels safe. We invite Lucas and his mom over. They try the arepas and like them. Lucas says, "This should be our new tradition." I laugh. Maybe. No costumes, no scary masks, just good food. Winter comes. The leaves fall. I almost forget about Halloween. Then, one day in December, I see Mr. Shepler in the school hallway. He's not wearing a mask, just his regular face, grey hair, tired eyes. He sees me and stops. I want to run, but I don't. He says, "Did you like the candy?" I swallow. No, it was too scary. He sighs. "I just wanted to make Halloween fun. I thought kids liked spooky stuff." I shake my head. Not everyone does. Some kids get scared for real. He nods. "I'll try something different next year." He walks away and I feel lighter. A whole year passes. I grow taller. My English gets better. Mom gets a new job. When October comes again, Mom asks, "Do you want to try Halloween again? Maybe we can just stay home. or hand out candy to other kids. I think about it. I say, "Can we have arepas too?" She laughs, "Of course." Lucas comes over that night. We watch a funny movie, not a scary one. We eat arepas and hand out candy to the little kids who come to the door. No masks, no black candy, no cold hands, just friends and family. Now, whenever a new kid comes to our school, someone from another country or someone who looks lost, I smile at them. Sometimes I tell them about my first Halloween. I say, "It's okay to feel scared. You can make your own traditions. It gets better." And I believe it. That night, as I go to bed, I look at the stars outside my window. I wonder, what was really in the black candy? Was it just a prank or something more? But I don't need to know. I close my eyes, feeling safe. Halloween will come again next year. But now I know. I can choose what scares me. I can choose what makes me happy. And I choose to remember. Not all traditions are the same, but all families can find their own way.